Hey guys, so, well, it's a nice day, not too hot out. I think it's only in the mid to upper 90s, so I think we're done with the triple digits, at least for a while, or hopefully for good. Since this weekend, it was just hot like all get out. I think Saturday ended up being the hottest day of the year. It got up to 105 degrees. Ugh. And so yeah, just really hot. And so I thought I'd do an update video for the month of September. I usually do an update video once every month. So I'm right over here at our pecan tree. Doesn't look too bad this year, but for some reason it hadn't been producing that many pecans this year, just like last year. And there were some pecans. Now they're gone. And I think some of the squirrels have been stealing them. Just a little while ago I caught a squirrel right up here just taking a pecan, just eating it. Here's some right here. Here's some really good sized pecans right here. They look really good. I would just hope for sure if no squirrels will take them. There's some over there. There might be some on those too, because it's nearly touching the ground, but not really. So don't seem to have as many, unlike last year. Oh, there's some right there. That's two. See, there's two more right there. See, there's three right there. And there's three more right over there. Yeah, that's actually the biggest problem we have. Squirrels have been the biggest pest in our yard, especially here in the backyard, because they go all over the pecan tree and just try and snatch the pecans. So they're not ready to be harvested yet. Probably by October or November. Probably maybe mid-October. So that would be in about a month and a half from now. And we should be able to harvest them. And maybe this year I can go to my aunt's place and maybe do a video on picking some pecans in some of her trees. Just like we did last year, but I just forgot to bring my camera over there. So I think somewhere up here there's a dead branch. I'm trying to find on where it is, on where to cut it. I need to get rid of that dead branch. Because I've been noticing it from looking right out at the kitchen window. And yeah. So I got the 10606 out. I was just charging the battery on it, but now it's all fully charged. So it's been working great, except I've been having issues with this wheel, especially whenever I would pull back on the lawnmower, because it would want to lock up on me. So basically I took it apart, took off that sprocket for the self-propelled, and then down over on that bushing I sprayed some Deep Creek on it and then moved it back and forth, and now it moves all nice and freely now, like it should. And so I'm kind of going between using either this lawnmower or the Lawn Boy 8461 for the next lawn cutting video, which I'll probably make it tomorrow, just depending on the weather. Even though we've been having nice weather, but we've been having some ozone action days, meaning that the air is not too good. We always have them bad air quality days every summer, and we're still having them even though now it's September. And I think we have one today. Now if we have one tomorrow, I'll use this mower for the lawn cutting video, and if not, I'll use the 8461, which I really would like to use the 8461. So it's just been sitting here. I know somebody had been asking me that if I still use it, and I still do. Well, I just used it probably a couple of weeks ago. But probably since with those them bad air quality days or ozone days, I haven't really been using it that much. I don't really like to use. To me, it's not really a good idea to use a two-stroke mower in really bad ozone days. So I usually just for the sake of my health, I'll just use one of the two four-stroke mowers, either the Craftsman or the 10606. And Cannas have been doing really well. These have gotten really tall. These are probably about at least 6 feet tall. They're almost about as tall as me. These here have always seemed to have done the worst because, well, this is actually the hottest spot. The sun usually hits them really hard. Let's see, just a few weeks ago I trimmed the Nandinas, well, actually almost a month, and now I need to trim them again. Actually, believe it or not, it actually rained yesterday. Because yesterday I took a couple of little short videos of a hummingbird at the feeder out front, and it was actually raining. We did get a really good decent amount of rain yesterday. We could use some more rain, but it looks like we won't get any more rain for quite a while. Let's go out front. Well, I need to trim these where they're getting overgrown. I'll just trim them whenever if I get a chance to. It's just been too hot to do it. And the grass out here looked really good, except this spot here. This spot here has always been a little bit problematic because the sun usually hits it really hard. And I gotta do some cleaning out on this flower bed again. I had it looking nice and perfect back in May, And now she don't look too pretty anymore. That'll be something that I'll do late in the fall and possibly in the winter. And even though some grass has grown through the cedar mulch and some weeds, these guys are obviously not pretty. Oh yeah, I definitely need to trim these Nandinas, especially the ones here that are starting to cover up the gas meter. There's been a hummingbird that's been perching on this dead branch, but I do need to cut it. There's another dead branch there I need to cut as well. And so we'll go back in the backyard. So today I was just cleaning up the two blowers because they were looking all dirty and filthy. Because I like to keep my equipment looking all nice and clean, make them look almost like new. So for the PB500T, I thought I'd just give y'all one little quick update on it. I replaced the primer bulb on it. See by how dark this one is, and I think it was getting ready to start to crack. I know you can't see it really well from the camera, that she was just fixing to crack from right there. Yeah, this is what like the ethanol and the gas will do to them. They'll get really dark, and then they'll kind of have a cloudy look, and then they'll just start cracking. So I see there, I put a brand new one in, and the part number for the primer bulb is 188-12-1 from Walbro, because this is a Walbro carburetor. It's actually the smallest, one of the smallest primer bulbs. It'll fit on a lot of Walbro carburetors. They'll usually cost less than $2 on mowersforyou.com. And so, yeah, well, that was an easy fix. And probably this winter I will need to put new fuel lines on this machine, especially the one that goes from inside the tank, because I noticed at the very end of it, from when you put the fuel filter on, that it was starting to have cracks. I was a little worried that the filter wouldn't hold, but luckily it still is holding, because there is a little metal clip to help keep the filter on the fuel line. I am a little worried at the crack getting worse, so that'll be something that I'll do this winter. So yeah. So tomorrow, just depending on the weather, depending on how the air quality is, if it's bad, then I'll use the 10606 in the lawn cutting video. And if we don't have an ozone action day, then I'll use the 8461. And I think Awesome Steel requested me to use the SRM 225. I'll use it. He also requested the PB251, but instead I thought that why not the Toro electric leaf blower. I hadn't even used that thing in about 2 years, so I thought I'll use it instead, just to save some gas. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna go inside now. Besides, I need to clean the hummingbird feeders. Oh, there's actually a hummingbird. Well, he just flew off. Yeah, it's been a few days since I've cleaned the hummingbird feeders, so I'll need to clean them up. Alright, so hope y'all enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the lawn cutting video. Alright, so thanks for watching.